Dave Grohl, the Foo Fighters, just took a massive swipe against Taylor Swift. Even his own fans are mad at him. And now Taylor Swift has responded. What's going on? I thought these two loved each other. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and apparently all is not well in the world where they fight FOO. Dave Grohl seemingly revealed his true feelings against Taylor Swift, and some are on Dave's side saying, yeah, go rock and roll. Most people are saying, why take the shot at all? It just felt completely unnecessary. Now, I've gone through and I found a couple reasons. The internet is obviously out there. We're going to go through some of these tweets, including Swifties going against his daughter, as well as an appearance on Howard Stern where Dave
Taylor
Grohl
Swift
talks
is
about
there.
this.
Oh, yeah. That.
Why is that funny to you?
It's
What is
funny
she doing?
because
We're going to learn why it's funny, because there's clearly something against Taylor Swift that Dave Grohl has. So let's watch this clip that's now been making the rounds since last night. He was on tour, and he took a swipe, and you're going to see it right here.
We were joking about the Taylor Swift tour earlier. I know that she's on her Eras tour.
And the Foo Fighters crowd booing Taylor Swift. And he seemingly is cool with it.
I'm telling you, man, you don't want to suffer the wrath of Taylor Swift. So we like to call our tour the Errors Tour, because I feel like we've had more than a few eras, and more than a few f***ing errors as well.
Now, that alone, I don't think would have been much of a story. Whatever. He seemingly is indifferent. But here's where the swipe comes.
Just a couple. That's because we actually play live. What?
Now, is he trying to drum up his own ticket sales? He wants the hate. Why take a shot at her like that? Like, look, I could see a lot of you not liking Taylor Swift. I get it. But as a Swiftie who's been to the Eras Tour, Dave, that woman is so professionally athletic. Like, that show is unbelievably, incredibly put together. From a production standpoint, from a musical standpoint, from a band standpoint, from a woman doing that for 3.5 hours on stage. She delivers every single night to sold out crowds across the globe. Why the knock? It's not live music yet, it is. Granted, there's some synth stuff, but Taylor wasn't having it. Taylor, in a very classy way, responded back in support of her band, and here's what she said.
This is an unforgettable moment in not just my life, but every one of my band members, every single one of our crew. Our band is going to be playing live for you for 3.5 hours tonight.
That have been playing live for you for 3.5 hours tonight. She wanted to make a point to be like, screw you, Dave. I'm going to spotlight my band and my crew who's helped me put on a live show for 3.5 hours. Most acts don't go that long. I don't know how long a Foo Fighters show typically is, but Taylor Swift goes live for 3.5 hours every night. She is delivering a show. A lot of these concert shows, stadiums are not worth the price. Taylor Swift Eras Tour, I mean, not the scalped version of the price, but for the price of admission, if you can get a ticket, is well worth it. It is an incredible show, and this idea...
So much, and so does every one of my fellow performers, and you just gave that to us so generously. We will never forget it.
Well, I'm sorry. I like Dave Grohl. I like rock and roll. I'm all for rebellion, but I just don't understand why he felt the need to do this. And it goes both ways on the fans who are now making fun of him in like ridiculous ways where it's like, dude, Taylor Swift, it's all about jealousy. Dave Grohl will never experience the fame and love Taylor Swift has. Men are weak when it comes to, like, this is the dumbest take I've ever seen. Dude was in Nirvana. The dude's had plenty of fame. He knows what it's like. No, I don't believe it's jealousy. Yeah, Dave Grohl saying he's never experienced fame and is jealous of Taylor is clearly ignorant, or you're too young and extremely uneducated. Facts. Now, it doesn't mean it's not still unfair. Now, here's a tweak. I wonder what prompted Dave Grohl to take a little swipe at Taylor. I'm sure it's totally unprovoked and not at all to do with his 17-year-old daughter being relentlessly trolled and sent death threats from Swifties because of this totally innocuous tweet back in January. Why can't Taylor Swift just drive like everybody else? Calling out sort of the big planes and bad for the environment stuff that she puts out there. Violet's correct. I mean, she can't drive like everyone else because she's got to go internationally from times. But across the U.S., if you look at that map where you see all the things that she's flown to, my goodness, she's put out a lot of, bad. She's not been a safe, what's that called? A conscious traveler, like Prince Harry wants us all to be. So apparently, because of this one tweet, Dave Grohl's daughter got threatened by the Swifties. So perhaps that's where it's coming from. Unclear, but let's go back to see why was he laughing when Howard Stern brought up Taylor Swift?
Paul played a song on the piano.
They're at Paul McCartney's house. Okay, so Paul's playing a song on the piano. Dave Grohl's there, as is Taylor Swift.
And it was a new song, and everyone's hanging out. And then he finishes, and everyone's like, "Yay, it's in the living room. Yay, that's fucking awesome. Woo." And then Stella and Mary, his daughters, are like, "All right, Dave, go ahead. It's your turn. Play the." And I'm like, I don't play piano. I don't know what to do. So then there's guitars in the room, and they're all fucking left-handed. I mean, it was like one of those nightmares where you're like naked, and you're running backwards, and you're in school, and
trying to impress Paul McCartney. I can imagine that's kind of terrifying. It's your turn, Dave.
your teeth are falling out or whatever. It was just like a disastrous nightmare. And so Taylor's like, "I'll do a song." And she gets up on the piano and she starts playing this thing. And I had kind of smoked a little pot a little bit. So I was like,
bit of weed.
which rarely happens. And so I fucking, and I'm
stoned about having to play for Paul McCartney, and Taylor Swift's like, "I'll play."
I was just like, what's this fucking song? I feel like I know this song. She was doing Best of You by the Foo Fighters on piano.
Oh, my
And
God.
I'm like, and I'm just stoned to the bone, man. And I was just like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? Like running backwards naked, teeth falling out. Like, oh my God, what am I fucking doing? So I had to like sit next to her. Of course, she's singing it beautifully. And they're like, "Sing with her, Dave." So I'm like, it was like so fucking weird.
Wow.
Yes.
So again, like the story, at first when I heard the story, I'm like, Taylor Swift's like, "I gotta play for Paul McCartney." But no, she like helps, notices Dave doesn't know what to do, steps in to help him, knows his damn song and then playing it on piano beautifully, as he even says, to help him out and give him the opportunity to like sing one of his great songs, which Taylor knew by heart on piano. I gotta be honest, I don't get this beef, Dave. This was such a weird shot. And I like Dave Grohl. I'm a fan of the Foo Fighters, Nirvana. This isn't even my allegiance to Taylor, although I am. But I'm just saying, looking at this objectively, this was a really dumb comment, Dave. I don't get it. Now, maybe your daughter was terrorized by Swifties. That's not Taylor's fault. Taylor seems to have been very respectful to you through the years. I've looked at sort of appearances. She was nominated for a Grammy while Dave was presenting or something, and she was all excited. And clearly these two have been very respectful to one another. So why did you feel the need to like, "Yeah, you don't play live. Let's all boo her." It seems very petty. It seems very just unnecessary. I don't get it. Maybe it was just a one-off. He was trying to be funny and it just bombed. But I suspect he's going to correct himself or apologize. I'd be shocked if he leans in. What do you think? Are you pissed at him? Do you not care at all? I want to hear your thoughts. Do you like when we get these really quick current pop stories in randomly? Tell me in the comments down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe and the button for the like, the thumbs up. Let us know what you think. Going to try and get you more pop culture delivered to you more often each day. So make sure you stay tuned. Check out these as well and let us know what you think. Thanks so much for watching here on Popcorn Planet.